Given that traditionally finance and banking is somewhat of an antiquated industry, at what point in your journey and why did you decide that a solution moving forward had to be technology driven?
Because everybody knows in the ecosystem that the industry is antiquated. It's
Yeah.
it's a rough process for it, and there's nothing out there that completely existed for it. So, with all of us knowing that there's a challenge out there, why don't we just solve it?
Right. And why do you think they haven't solved it to date? Like, what do you think those challenges were, those hurdles were, why somebody hasn't already done a solution like what you did?
Well, I think there's modern enhancements in technology, but it's also a bit of the changing of times and realizing that capital doesn't have to be restricted just to within state borders or country borders, that there is a better way out there. And technology has really allowed us to open up the access to capital
Yeah.
nationwide.
Well, and I think you being an entrepreneur and having that entrepreneurial spirit has a lot to do with that, right? In an industry where sometimes risk is avoided, you're like, let's go, let's do it, let's build it.
Right. And I think that, especially from this side of the industry, that it's not a first movers or losers. It really is a first movers take all by unlocking capital.
Yeah, absolutely. And this tech platform has really unlocked that and broadened your horizons and your ability to do the work that you saw that vision of doing from the beginning.
Yeah, because we're seeing companies nationwide that are continuing to expand and having access to all the different forms of capital that are out there that allows them to be more opportunistic on their goals. Instead of them chasing capital for the institutions and VCs, they're chasing at capital, going after their clients and bringing in revenue instead. So it allows a company to focus on what they do best, and that's running their organization and not chasing capital.
Yeah, and from the side of the person receiving the funds, not even knowing where to start sometimes. Starting a business, having a great idea, everybody tends to lean into venture capital or bootstrapping, right? Not knowing that there are small business loans, right? Not knowing that there are probably hundreds of different opportunities for funding, including state funding, grants, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and there's a ton of different products out there, but it is right. Thanks to Shark Tank and organizations
Mhm.
like that, or TV shows, everybody went down the VC and angel route. But there is still a traditional way of scaling a company, especially a tech company. You can still grow it traditionally through the other forms of capital, from tax incentives, tax grants, private credit that is often non-dilutive, private credit side of it that allows them to continue to scale without giving up dilution.
But you serve more than tech companies. Is that correct?
Yeah, the platform's industry agnostic. It works in every state nationwide.
Yeah. Awesome. What was the hardest part of getting here to where you are launching this tech platform?
Oh man, the hardest part of it is that the processes and procedures and places of institutions have been in place for decades of doing it the exact same way. So it takes a change of thought, a change of mind, and a little bit of openness of an organization to really realize that, hey, there is a problem and there is a better way here. So it is that openness of we've always done it the same way. I think that most businesses run into.
Yeah. From a tech standpoint, were there certain things that expedited your ability to create this platform or on the opposite side made it harder?
I think both. It's the one and the same in that AI has helped us tremendously by providing a tailwind for us and putting those future advancements into our technology. It's also causing regulation and compliance concerns for organizations, not really understanding how LLMs work and is AI going to take over the world. So as much of a tailwind as it is, it's bringing this modern technology to these institutions. It's also quite a roadblock as well as it comes into regulation and compliance.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you think that the platform could be what it is if it weren't for AI and the advancements we've seen in the last couple of years?
Probably not as robust as it would be. It would have taken us a little bit longer,
Yeah.
a little bit more expensive, a little less exploration, but
Yeah.
AI has definitely helped us tremendously.
How do you feel like the banking industry and the different industries that you're engaging to help people who need funding with funding are accepting of this? How are they receiving Intrepid?
I think it's two sides of the coin. It's the early stage that are very early interested in putting their toe in the water, that are in that exploratory side of it. And then the completely other side of, hey, let's let somebody else go first. I feel like it's a lot of the internet and the go web pages for the first time is, I think I need a web page. Maybe I need a web page. You have those demographic and those that are just diving right in. We focus a lot on more the institutions that are more modern and working on their technology advancement
Yeah.
that we try to partner with the most,
More forward thinking organization.
for sure.